I'm being bombarded by cats. Are you dead? I don't know if this microphone's working, so you guys are going to have to help me. I changed shirts. Cat toys right there. Microphone right there. Yeah, trying to figure out how to make these darn videos better, more more agreeable for you folks and stuff. Right here. I had the topic in my mind, but I was so busy beavering away at setting this up, trying to understand how to use the, you plug the microphone into the phone, you set it up on the tripod and stuff. The phone says the microphone isn't supported. I mean, look at all we do, right? It's like, should I cut my hair off, man? I put the coconut oil in there. It's absorbing. I might have to hit it with a towel just to pull a little bit back out of it. The beard got it as well. It's not making the gray go away. Just want you to know this is not a beauty tips video. The coconut oil is not going to make the gray go away. But no, do I need to cut my hair off? Because Billy, the microphone cord is not a toy. It's just not. Now, do I need to slam Billy up against the wall and go, what's your problem? Nope. Do I need to slam me up against the wall for being impatient with ne'er-do-well kitties? Ne'er-do-well bored kitties. No, I don't. Where I live now, the nice lady has cats. And I'm keeping an eye on them while she is traveling. Her names are Billy and Rex, and they're just a menace. Billy, is that you running around behind me? That's great. Well, now Rex is going to join in it. I've had to fill in the blanks. I want to say surrogate, but I think that's not. I think that's a poor choice of word. Rex has been beside himself in her absence, and so I've been having to pick up the line. These are intelligent beings, you know. They need the stimulation of their little minds and bodies that they've grown accustomed to. So I gotta toe the line there and stuff. So I try to spend a little more time with them. They've been a bit, in the mornings they're a bit more needy. Why are we talking about this? Oh yeah, that's right, practice. Yeah, I mean, it could be frustrating. In the beginning, when Rex was meowing like crazy, I said, gosh, man, I would kind of freak out a little bit. I'm just like, blankety blank, blank, blank my life, I'm going to have to quit my work. And I said, I'm going to sell my vehicle and I'm going to have us conjoined. I'm going to have us surgically conjoined and stuff. It's me and Rex, so I can spend every waking second. I did that at least 4 or 5 times, to myself. I'm just sitting there melting down. I'm not like yelling at them from the rooftops and stuff, but believe me, I said it aloud. But yeah, it's just silly for us to be so impatient with ourselves, because at the end of the day, the cats don't know. They're just little 1 or 2 year old children, They're just being themselves and reacting to the habits that they've developed, much like us, You ever hear someone saying, they herd cats or they're a cat herder? Billy, that's just right in my ear hole, man, with you beating on the things. They figure it out. They're so intelligent, the little rascals. They, I'm sitting there on the computer or something, or if I'm, laying there with the tablet, trying to zone out after doing all the stuff we do, they will cleverly come and intervene. To put it mildly, move this around and stuff. I'm still trying to learn. I love all these people with their all refined, finished videos and stuff. I don't know how to do that yet. I'm learning. We all are. And like I said before, didn't get my hair right, didn't get the coconut all right. Do I need to just cut my hair off? You know, do I need to move and, you know, leave the cats alone? Do I need to quit everything that I'm not great at and stuff? That would be silly, you know. And what a boring life, you know. We got to forgive the people that were impatient with us, you know. We gotta stop expecting perfection from ourselves, you know. I mean, just think about our teachers, you know, like anyone that wronged us, you know, that was impatient and stuff, you know. I mean, they were just being human. And like, just like whenever you're sitting there and you're trying to figure it out, like the other day I went to the sushi place to get a few of their sauces. Their sauces are so good, and I wanted to add them to some of the stuff I was making. And as soon as I walked in, the girl was just like, "Hey, can we join our DNA and stuff? I need you to know all the things that I need to tell you." And I'm like, "Hey man, I'm just trying to figure out my life, you know. I'm trying to figure out what I want and stuff, but I can't think that, you know, because it's like there's only enough room in your head, in my head, for the thoughts that I need to elicit the response I need and stuff." So I was like, "Hey, I just wasn't ready, man. Can I go rehearse and stuff and come back? Because I wasn't ready for what you were just saying and stuff. I was just wanting to look at a menu, you know." And I get it, you know, they do this 9 million times a day, and they're just trying to make money and stuff. And, you know, they have a level, you know, they get these people, they've got to keep it right here, right? I get it. But anywho, I think you see what I'm doing here and stuff. We've just homogenized ourselves into thinking that, you know, something's wrong. And like I say in every flipping video, it's a check engine light, it's a check engine light, it's a check engine light, it's a check engine light. Oh, I didn't say check engine light correctly the first time. I just gotta end it, man. You know, I'm not perfect. I don't want to be perfect, because when you're perfect, Rex, you camera hog devil. When you're perfect, that means you're dead. You know, you're not moving around anymore, and it's a drag from what I understand, because you're not doing all this stuff. Maybe, you know, it's not better. It really isn't. A lot of us think it would be easier, but it's not. You just have a check engine light coming on. Look at that. Look at that tail. I'm going to take that, and I chop it. I chop it all the time. I mean, I put the cats, man. You know, they don't know. So I'll grab a hold of Rex and I'll be like, "I'm going to cut it off." I'll make a cleaving motion with my arm and my hand and stuff. It's all how you dress it up, really. But just understand, any of these feelings you're having, they're just indicative that something's going on. Something needs your attention. Not necessarily what's in front of you. You know, you got road rage. I mean, I live in a major city, so, you know, Cess Levies. Cess Levy. These goobers, they're so smart. They're just like, "Hey." But, you know, I was playing with them before, and this is actually in the middle of their playtime, but I was inspired to make videos. This is going on, but again, I wanted this to be imperfect. I wanted this to be a bit broken so that it would just better emphasize the fact that, you know, sometimes you'll journal, sometimes you won't, sometimes you'll go for these walks, sometimes you won't, sometimes you'll eat right, sometimes you won't. You know, your check engine light might be that you just need to be a little more social or something, or you might need to be a little less social. All right. There it goes. So it's not right yet. After I ride around a little bit, let the wind blow on it and stuff, it gets better. I can feel the criticisms. I understand. It's a little weighty right now. It needs a little more Botus. I said Botus. Billy's waiting for loving and stuff, so I got to menace around with them with the toys, and Billy's very fond of this rainbow colored string yarn or something, and Rex is more about this little fish toy that looks like a little fabric torpedo. And well, Rex is now gonna mess. He's gonna start headbutting the camera. I just know it. Should I cut his arms and legs off and let him just become a little cat worm? That has probably worked pretty well. I'd still play with his giblets though. Giblet, 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 giblet. You know who that was for. You just need more practice, buddy. But yeah, you're gonna hove in and out of habits through your whole life. Maybe you watch a lot of television, and that's retarded your understanding. By the way, that's the correct use of that term. It's a mechanical term. It's a engineering. It's something that's out of concert. And I hope I'm not about to. Did I just end my lengthy video making career? I feel a cold falling over my body now that I've not edited that out of the video. Gosh, would that be the impetus for my editing my videos because I used a word? That would be terrible. Anyway, you guys, be nice to yourselves. Exercise some patience. Maybe ease. Like if you really got this doctor diagnosed thing and stuff. Like cancer, pregnancy. Those are pretty definite. Death, birth. Any of those things, sure, ping, stamp, label, so important, but, like in your car, if you know what a car is, we have a lot of cars around here and stuff because it's a city. We gotta move around and stuff without our legs. We use our legs to drive. Anyway, you get my meaning. Any sort of indicator that lets you know that a system, just like the cats, they're meowing. Any of us, we just start, you're slowly realizing what's amiss or what better needs your attention. Maybe it's not something necessarily wrong because that's a little binary, that's a little finite, that's a little, I did use the wrong words, but perhaps I should redo this video, or should I? I'll let that be up to you guys down in the old comment section. Thank you for I think I have like 16 or 22 subscribers. I don't know that I care about those things, like I say, I started these videos trying to therapize myself through making videos for people like myself. And, I think we're way better doctors than patients. So, I thought, well, I'll doctor myself through you guys. So thanks. I really appreciate where I am now, because had I not made these videos and had all the experiences I've had that support making the videos, I don't think I'd be where I am today. I know I wouldn't be where I am today. And I've done so much since I started making these videos. Sound familiar? I just needed more practice, and I needed to measure it. Of course, what gets measured gets improved. They announced that over the speaker at the La Fitness back in a long time ago when I went to La Fitness. But yeah, be nice to yourself, exercise patience, try to get some sleep, try to this, try to that, and maybe remind yourself that you're just a big goofball, and a lot of people probably really rely on you being imperfect so that they themselves can feel better about not being perfect. Thanks for weathering all of this. Feel free to give me any tips down there in the old comment section, like I said, of how to better make videos and stuff. I'm pretty content with it. I am, after all, meeting all the requirements of speaking, being on the camera, and posting it. I think I'm almost certain that's what constitutes a video, is that you actually make it. I don't like saying content. It just, I don't know. I just made a video, labels, man, just, I don't know. Just Get busy with your other 5 things. Is that why we wave at each other, to remind ourselves that there are 5 things in our lives and not just 1 or 2? It's not just you, you know, you're multifaceted, and you should, you know, you be nice to yourself, and everybody else around you will be like, oh wow, okay, that's how I'm supposed to treat them. But if you're like maxing out and stuff, obviously you're. I started it again. Why don't you finish that sentence?